Hi Year 2, welcome to your first maths lesson of the week. So we're going to be adding two-digit numbers with exchanging today. So you will need your packs of laminated base 10 that we'll put in your packs on Friday. So make sure you've got that with you because we're going to need it today. Right, we're just going to have a quick recap of the column method we started to use last week. So I have got on my tens and ones place value chart two numbers. So I've got 32 with my 3 tens and 2 ones and 34. So I'm going to pop those in my column addition. So we've got 32 at the top, add 34. Now you remember from last week, we must add the ones first. So we're going to look at 2, add 4, which is 6. Then we add the tens, so there's 3 tens and 3 tens, which makes 6 tens. So our answer is, that's it, 66. So we put them in as we count them. There's the 6 ones in, there's the 6 tens, and the answer is 66. And then I'm just going to show you what that would look like in a number sentence. 32 add 34 is 66. Okay, so remember we add the ones, then we add the tens. Okay, so you've got your base 10 to help you because we're going to need it, as I said earlier on. Right, today we're going to do in column addition, but as you can see, we're going to end up having too many ones in this ones column. So I've made the number 26 and 16. Pause the video. With your base 10, make the number 26 and the number 16. Okay, hopefully you've got those out in front of you because it just makes this a little bit easier. Okay, so we're going to add the ones first. So 6 add 6 is 12. So look, I know that 12 is too big to stay in that ones column because it's got a 10 in it. So what I did was I took out 10 ones and I added in a tens stick in its place. And I moved away all those 10 ones. Now if you have a look at the column addition on the side, I've put the 2 ones that I can see left on my place value chart. And then the extra 10 I've now made, I've popped the number at the bottom to remind me to add it. Okay, so now I've got 4 tens because I had 2, add 1, and the extra 10 at the bottom is 4 lots of 10. So my answer is 42. Okay, so that's why having the base 10 out just helps you visually see swapping out those 10 ones and replacing it with 1 lot of 10, and it goes into that tens column. Okay, this time can you make the number 27 and 25 and put them on your place value chart? You can pause the video to give yourself time to get it all ready. Okay, so again, we have to add the ones first because we could end up having more tens to add over to the tens column. So that's why we can't start adding the tens first. So 7 and 5, count your ones now. How many do you have? What is 7 add 5? Okay, again, 7 add 5 makes 12. So watch the screen. There goes the 10 ones. And I replace it with a tens stick on the tens column. And if we look across at the column addition, I've put in the 2 I've got left. There's only 2 ones left now. Look at the place value chart. Only 2 left. And then I've carried and exchanged those 10 ones for 1 10. And I've popped it underneath to remind me to add it. So now, how many tens do I have? Look at them. Well done, 5, because 2 Tens and 2 tens is 4, and now I've got that extra 10. I've got 5 tens in the end, so my answer is 52. Okay, and there it is at the bottom written as a number sentence. 27 and 25 equals 52. Okay, next one. So again, I'd like you to make these two numbers, pause the video to give yourself a chance to do so. We've got 48 in the top and we've got 23 underneath. Pause the video, make your numbers ready to help you. Okay, so we've got to add the ones again, remember? So we're adding 8 ones and 3 ones. Can anyone work that out? Yeah, it's 11, isn't it? So again, we have too many ones in that ones column. We're going to have to exchange 10 ones. There we go, look, there we go. For a 10 stick. And how many ones are left in that column now? Yeah, so there's only 1. So in my column addition, I write down the number 1 and I exchanged those 10 ones for a 10. So I've put that 110 underneath the tens column. Okay, so now look back at your place value chart. You've now got 4 tens, 2 tens and another 1 from what we've just added. So you've got 7 tens now. Okay, so your answer, you should be able to see on your place value chart, is 71 because you've got 7 tens and 1 1. So 48 and 23 is 71. Okay, now I've just put this out as a little bit more to explain what happens with the ones and what happens with the tens and why we do it in a certain order. So 33 and 65 is 98. So let's break down the steps. 3 ones and 5 ones is your first step, which makes the 8 ones. So I'll put the 8 in that ones column at the bottom. Then I would add the tens, and I had 3 tens and 6 tens, which made 9 tens. And as we know, 9 tens and 8 ones makes the number 98. So now I'm going to do that exact same process, but in the column addition. So there's the 33, there's the 65. 3 add 5 is 8. 3 tens add 6 tens is 9 tens. A much faster method, but done the exact same way. So the whole is 98 and the parts were 33 and 65. So we're going to follow those exact same steps again, but this time we're going to have some exchanging because there's going to be too many ones. So if you were faced with the sum 37 add 55, to get to this answer, I'm going to break down what we would be doing in our head. So 7 ones add 5 ones. So 7 add 5 makes 12. And we know there are too many ones in there because there is also now a 10. So I'm going to split down those 12 ones into 1 10 and 2 ones. So now, when I add the tens, I must remember that extra 10 I've now got. So now I've got 3 tens, add 5 tens, add 1 10, which is 9 tens. 9 tens and 2 ones is that 92. So that is all the steps laid out for what you do in this column addition. But it's the exact same thing. So there's our 37 and there's our 55. We can see in the ones column we've got that 7 and 5. Okay, we know what 7 add 5 is. It's 12. But that 110 can no longer belong in that column because it's no longer a 1. It's changed itself to a 10. We've exchanged those 10 ones and we have changed it to a 10. So it goes at the bottom underneath to show we've got that 10. Because if not, we wouldn't have done 7 add 5. If you only have 2, that's not the answer. Okay, so there's the 2 ones that are left and the 10 is now underneath. So now we've got to add 3 tens, 5 tens and 1 10, which makes our 9 tens. And there is the exact same answer, 92. But it's much a faster method because it's a lot faster to write out and work out. Okay, and there is in the part whole to prove it. Okay. Here is your sheet. Count the ones and complete the sentences. So you've got a picture. How many ones are they and how many tens does it make in the first one? Then how many have you got in the next question? How many tens and ones does it make? Again, how many ones have you got, which is how many tens and ones? Then underneath is where you need to complete the column additions. Please use the base 10 and your place value chart if it makes it easier for you. If you can get out the number 57 and the number 15 and you can do the exchanging to help you see it, then please do that to help you, okay? So each question will have too many ones in that ones column and you will need to do some exchanging, okay? Good luck, everybody.